Welcome to my video where I will be telling you more about what I did my research about the pillagers in Minecraft. So, you know, they have big mansions, the pillager mansions, and then those mansions are big wool statues of cats, ducks, or anything else. There's even a big statue of a pillager in there. And in the middle, fun fact, if you dig to the middle, you're going to find a lapis lazuli block. And basically what I found out is that pillagers have in the mansions have a fake end portal with wool blocks and an orange carpet underneath that symbolizes the lava underneath the end portal in a stronghold. And basically, a lot of years ago, there were people that saw airplanes in the sky and thought if they built them with the materials they had on hand, it will work the same as a airplane. And they believed that if they built something they saw with no matter what material, that it will work the same as the thing they saw. And they were building like fake airplanes, fake power things, and they thought that if they did it, they could be modern like the people they saw. And they were deserted on this island, and they thought that if they could build it, they could get out of it, and they thought it would just work just the same. And that's the same with the pillagers. They thought if they built stuff with the wool, that it will be the actual thing. Like they thought that if they built an end portal, like that it will work and take them back to the end. But that wasn't the case. There's also this theory that to be able to build the end portal, they have to have seen an end portal to try to build it. So they were probably in an end portal. And how the pillagers thing started, how pillagers were found, is the research. Everything is based on research on the internet. So there were a villager, the normal villagers. There were people that wanted to experiment with villagers, and some people didn't want to experiment with villagers. And pillagers are all the people that did want to experiment. And they experimented and they found strongholds and nether portals and anything they could. And villagers were against them, and pillagers were always attacking villagers so they could steal some of those so they could experiment. And basically what happened was that they experimented one day with a villager, and something really horrible happened. And that's how the Avatar was made. The big, bull-looking thing that if pillagers attack a village, they probably will have one of those animals with them. And that was basically an experiment gone wrong. But how do you know it's an experiment with a villager specifically? So if you look at the details of an Avatar, you're gonna see that he has one eyebrow like every other villager. But you're like, what about the pillagers? They have them too. But if you look at the eyebrows of the pillagers closely, they have separated eyebrows. And the only people that have one eyebrow, unibrow, are the villagers. And I feel like for my research, based on research, the Avatar is an experiment gone wrong between a villager and probably the magic pillager. I forgot how he's called. He's like a witch, but he's a pillager. And like, what I was wanting to tell you is that pillagers are basically those people that believe that if they built stuff with that they saw, they could use them as the stuff they were supposed to be. And this is all the research I got off the internet about the pillagers. And yup. And if you look at closely at villagers they look like normal human beings. They look different, as in the normal zombies. And there's zombie villagers and there's zombies. Villagers are somehow different as us, Steve. Because if you zombilize a villager, it's gonna become a zombie villager. If you try to zombilize a Steve, it would become a zombie. But why though? Why are we different? Well, the recent builders that were before us in this land, they probably got caught in the pillager stuff, and the pillagers experimented with lapis lazuli, because at the beginning I told you that there was a pillage statue of wool inside of the pillager mansions that has a lapis lazuli block. So they thought that if they injected lapis lazuli in their brains, that they could get magic powers. And they tried that on a builder, a human like us, Steve. And then that's how Herobrine was created. That was it for the video. That was all the information I could get. If you would, in the next video, I will do a video about the Enderman, and I could do theories about other games like A07F and stuff. Bye.